I came to a koala, I said, why are you sitting here? And I waited underneath the eucalyptus tree. Bravo, peace. Very much. I've still got it, man. I've still got it. Hello you, and welcome to Corfu, but not for long, because we're going on an excursion today on this thing, which looks a bit like a submarine, and we're going to Albania. And so this is the boat that we're taking to Albania. It's kind of like a bit of a spaceship. I think Elon Musk would be happy with this. And so, welcome to Saranda in Albanian. So in Greek, Saranda means 40. So I reckon in Albanian, Saranda will mean 40. That's my suspicion. But we'll find out. We've got birthday boy here. And we got a tour guide here. Yeah. And welcome to Albania. And what a fabulous vista this is. We're overlooking the Ionian Sea, which is the sea which Corfu lies in. Over yonder, you can maybe just about pick out our submarine-style boat that we came in on. And so far, I've got to say, I'm pretty impressed with Albania. I like it a lot. So we've got a whole sightseeing day ahead of us, but first we're going to grab a coffee. And every tour day starts with a coffee. So we've gone for the cappuccino here, and it's quite strong for a cappuccino. It should do the trick. See what Ian thinks of his cappuccino once he's dived into it.
Some sweetener in first. Cool, for me. Seems a shame to mess it up. Oops, it's gone in. We're in, we're all in, we're all in. Right. Quick stir. Let's try it. Right, here we go. Taste test.
Albanian cappuccino.
Oh, hang on. Oh yeah, strong. The spoon will nearly stand up in it on its own.
Yeah.
That's always a good sign. Yeah, that's a good one then.
It's not bad, is it?
Strong one, yeah.
And then I give it, look at this, a quick spin, and there's my parsley. So I'm not sure whether we're having bus disasters here, but this is the bus that we came from the port, and we're not allowed on that bus anymore. We have a new bus here. This is our tour guide. Hello. What's your name? Adriana. Oh, that's a beautiful name. Yeah. Absolutely beautiful Albanian lake. Sorry about the Russian cow in the background. Just stunning, stunning. We're in a queue to get into the national park right now. There's a sign up there saying Nadolet Duhani, which roughly translates to no durian fruit. And we find ourselves wandering through Butrint, which is a UNESCO heritage site, which has eucalyptus trees, which apparently are not indigenous to Albania, and they do not have koalas, but they're pretty cool nonetheless, as are koalas. And we've arrived at a traditional local shop here in Butrint Park, selling lots of local wares, and including some traditional Albanian dresses, which look absolutely fantastic. We have the Albanian crest here. We have an Albanian chessboard. And traditional jewellery as well. Traditional jewellery. And some little baby shoes. That's cool. Ariona is our tour guide, and she is beautiful, and she knows everything there is to know about Butrint and Saranda. And Ariona is now going to explain to me the legend of the Mona Lisa smoking marijuana.
So, what is Mona Lisa doing there, smoking marijuana? No, it's just for fun, for nothing.
Just
nothing
for
special. It doesn't have any
just for
history.
fun.
No history.
No,
Not traditional.
nothing traditional.
Okay, Gazua. This place is absolutely beautiful.
Isn't it?
Speaking of beautiful, hi.
Wall dates in the 3rd century BC, and the inscriptions here are written in the old Greek language, Hellenic. Here, this part of the wall has been used as a document, because here are written the name of the slaves that were released. So the owner used to write his name, the name of the slave, and of the people that are present at that moment, so everyone could identify that person not as a slave anymore, but as a free man. So it's like a declaration. I declare, and all the other names written here in this part. Archaeologists have found other blocks of stones with the same inscriptions. They were found everywhere in the city because of the earthquakes, and it was them that took them all together, and they have created a wall, which is called the wall with inscriptions. I'll show it to you because it's in the other side of the city. Let's continue. We can stay here.
Wow.
Excuse me, it's not allowed going on the wall, please.
Last night I went walking down by the lakeside. There was a hot band and 3 ducks nearby. I came to a koala, I said, why are you sitting here? And I waited underneath the eucalyptus tree.
Very much. I've still got it, man. I've still got it. Only 30% of the ruins have been excavated. 70% are still underground. And this part here involves a well over there. And this part was dedicated to Minerva, who's the goddess of wisdom. The parts you can see here on the walls are from between the 2nd and 3rd century AD, but the floor here is from 1 BC, which is even older than Jeff Carter.
There was a bloke.
So this is a very, very important piece of the tour. This is the baptistery mosaic. It's covered over at the minute. They only uncover it every 7 years, but this is what it actually looks like. So if you can actually transplant that into over there, over here, and so we can get a decent look at it here. This is the baptistery mosaic. It's named after John the Baptist, which is the original guy who dunked Jesus Christ's head underwater and then got his own head cut off. That's what it's named after. It's not named after Jean-Baptiste Poquelin, which is the former French playwright Molière, and absolutely not named after Baptista, the WWE wrestler. So we continue our tour, and we're heading up towards the remains of the aqueduct, and the aqueduct here came all the way 10 miles away, took the water from the city of Zara, which is famous for making Albanian citrons, and the city of Zara there.
This picture.
She's going to say aqueduct. Aqueduct.
How this part has changed, how much it has changed from the 3rd century BC. This is part of the defensive wall that was built in that time, that we saw in the Agora. So that part is here. This is called the Tower Gate, or the main entrance in the city from the 3rd century BC up to the 4th
Say
century.
aqueduct.
Part of the ruins there,
Aqueduct.
Tower Gate. And it is part of the defensive wall on the other side, and on the in the next part, in the next stop where that we'll have, we will see parts of that defensive wall. In the 2nd century AD, we can see the aqueduct, how beautiful It is, and you can see the bridge inside the aqueduct that people could walk and could pass from the plane in the city and vice versa. And the ceramic tubes were in the upper part of this aqueduct.
So we're going inside the Basilica now. The Basilica has been largely restored, so it's much less ruined than the rest of it. The restorations were completed semi-completed in 1994 by Steve Jobs. As you can see, he absolutely refused to put windows in it. Check this out. Not her, but this view.
See what you did there?
Wow! That is absolutely spectacular.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
Beautiful.
So, this is the Vibari channel, the natural channel that we saw when we came here in Butrine. Whereas the lake is where the mussel beds are over there. In this part we see where the channel is mixed with the lake of Butrine. So it brings the salty water from the Ionian Sea inside the lake and makes this part of the water, so this combination is making the perfect conditions for those kind of mussels to grow there. They are black and big. They are not included in the menu for today.
Do you like big black mussels?
No, I don't like mussels.
Okay. Good. I mean, with a shout then. You join me here as YouTube vlogger Ian Black is about to fall over and break his neck.
Live on camera.
Very nearly. But these steps are very, very steep indeed, but honestly, it's like, this view is like poetry. So this entrance here is called the Lake Gate, and this is the wall which protected the city of Butrint. And as you can see, it's made of absolutely huge, you can't really get the perspective, but let me try and show you how big these blocks of stone are. And our guide's just been telling us about some of the legends which she reckons aren't true. And one of the legends, which we think isn't true, is Cher's album Heart of Stone. Because if she actually had a heart of stone, she would have died a long, long time ago. But even if she did have a heart of stone, and it was true, it would be absolutely minuscule and peanuts to the size of these stones. So take that, Cher.
Terrible.
And again, some more absolutely stunning scenery, ruined by the fact that I can't have a cigarette or litter. But you know, the scenery is absolutely amazing. It makes me, actually genuinely makes me feel quite romantic. Will you marry me?
I'm already married. You came too late in my life, I'm sorry.
First time I've ever came too late, I'll tell you. Now this is pretty interesting, because you've got some contrasts here. If you look over here, you've got the quite green waters, but if you pan slightly over here, you've got a completely different coloured water altogether. Look, see if we can get them both in the shot. Check that out. You don't see that every day. Right then, Nobby, about to tuck into his dinner. He's made the most of his buffet.
A mountain of this.
Yeah.
Mm.
You've paid for it, so you may as well get the most of it now.
Yeah.
I'm more interested in this, though.
This is a local drink called raki, so the guide told us, and the men drink this. So of course I had to have one. So let's have a taster. Ooh, I'll tell you, that is strong. Ooh, yeah, that is. Oh yeah, that is strong. I'm telling you, that burns on the way down. You know, it's a good. Yeah, just smelling it.
I have smelt it. It does smell like petrol.
It could well be actually. Yeah, probably a nice octane.
Yeah.
Car. I tell you what, a few of those, you will know it. Yes.
I'm going to have my first ever taste of Albanian beer.
Ah, right. Let's have a.
It looks pretty good actually. The glass
there we
looks
go.
pretty good. So let's
It's chilled.
have a taste. Yeah.
Bottoms up, lad. Ooh.
Ooh. That tastes like... It tastes a lot like Foster's.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What, normal or export?
Export. It's got a stronger taste, but it's basically, you know, when you're out here, and I think Australian, drink Albanian. Cheers.
Cheers, mate.
Gazua, as they say in Albania.
Uh-huh.
So we've risked life and limb to be here to get to what seems like a fairly mediocre castle, but I don't want to show you the castle, I want to show you this, because check this out. Oh my goodness. Screw the castle, because look at this view. You can see the whole wide world. It's absolutely spectacular and flabbergasting. And this is the land side. Wait till you check out the bit where you can see the sea. Unbelievable. So this is Saranda city from up here by the castle. Apologies if the wind gets up, because we are somewhere in the heavens right now. There's an MSC cruise line over there in the distance, and wow, that is the I'm not sure what it's called, I don't think it's 6 islands, 6 Mile Islands, because it's literally, they are 6 miles away from this big rock here, which is where I spend my summers, because that over there is Corfu, where we have started our adventure today. But it really is breathtaking views. Wow, just wow. The port city of Saranda in the country of Albania. Oh, you've got a stage area here. Just imagine a traditional band playing up there for your wedding day. Just awesome. A little gift shop over there. You've got other spectacular places like Grand Canyon. Just absolutely breathtaking. Grand Central Terminal in New York City. The Transporter Bridge in Middlesbrough. And here, the castle in the heavens on top of Saranda, Albania. Absolutely fantastic and spectacular, like our tour guide. Mwah! Down by the stage area here, just imagining performing my little Meatloaf tribute act on this very stage. Let's see what the view I would get would be. Oh yeah, you could play a gig here, couldn't you? I think I spied some cats down here. These could be the luckiest cats in the whole wide world. We've only got 15 minutes here, I'm afraid, so it's a bit of a fleeting visit. Oh, look at these. Look at you. Hello. Oh, they're only little kittens. Oh, it's a great big German Shepherd. Fuck, I'm out of here. Let's have one quick last look from a slightly different viewpoint. There's empty glass of wine. Just imagine being sat down here, drinking a glass of wine at sunset, with this for a view. And just to let you know as well, the cost of this trip, it was €25 from Cabos, plus that included the boat trip, plus €10 port tax, so that came to 35, and the guided tour of the UNESCO heritage site and up here to the castle, including the tour guide and including a lunch, was an extra €23. Here in Saranda, Albania, their currency, sorry about the wind, their currency is the lek, but they also take the euro absolutely everywhere. It's about 125 lek to the euro. Now, our lunch didn't include drinks, but we did have a coffee to start things off in the morning. Cappuccino was €1.50. We also had the toasty, which was €1 for a toasty, and then Ian had a raki, traditional drink of Greece and Albania actually, which was €1, and I had a large amount of beer, which I didn't like very much, and that was €2.15. So it's pretty cheap here. I'm not sure how many cigarettes you can bring back. I don't think it's that many, but we'll find out, because I want to take some back if they're as cheap as I think they might be. One last look at the view, and we'll head back to the bus. Loads of delicious flavours of ice cream. Which one is your favourite? Is it forest fruit? Is it melon? I wouldn't advise the bubble gum because it's shite. Banana maybe, strawberry, chocolate, Red Bull flavoured ice cream. What's going on with that? I'm scared. Scared.
Yeah, where?
Double scoop in a cone, caramel ice cream, €1. Here we are then on the seafront of Saranda, and my ice cream is melting all over me. There's all kinds of silver trinkets and lots of souvenirs along here. And really, honestly, to summarise, I really like it here. It's far prettier and it's than I thought it would be, and it's cheap as chips. I like Albania. So over there in the distance, you can see the same kind of vessel that we came over here on. Looks a bit like a submarine, and it kind of like, once it gets going properly, it goes up and it skims across the water. And over there is the MSC something, the Poesia, I think, which is an odd name for a ship, but that's what it is in the distance. And this time, so we're coming back on a bigger boat, and as you can see, it's a car ferry. But although it's not going to be as fast, it is going to be very good, because if I dip down here, this vessel has got a bar. So when we get going, at least we can have a few refreshing drinks. We tried to get a mango smoothie earlier on when we were wandering along the promenade. Didn't get one. We ended up with a mixed fruit smoothie, which was good. It tasted like it was very good for you, but could have done with a bit more syrup and sugar in my opinion. But yeah, this is the Bay of Saranda, which has some really good views. Not quite as good as up there, I think, from the castle. Pretty sure that's where the castle was. Let's have a zoom, see if that is the castle over there in the distance. I think that's where we were earlier, in the castle. And then we've come all the way back down here, crystal blue waters, and to end it all on a car ferry. All in all, though, it's been a fantastic day out. Really good value. Really early start though. But if you are in Corfu and fancy this day trip and think you can get up from Kavos at 6:35 AM to catch the bus, then I do heartily recommend it. The Albanian port town of Saranda. And so the day comes to an end. It's been a great day, really good. First time in Albania, first time with the new currency, the lek, and we're back here at the port, and it's absolutely scorching hot right now. So we're here under the covers and just waiting for our instructions on where we're going to get our boat from to head back to Corfu. So this will be uploaded almost certainly on Sunday evening, which means I will be less than 2 days away from departing for Thailand. So I'll see you with some quality vlogs from the land of smiles. Take care of yourselves, and thank you for joining myself and Ian Black here in Albania. Until next time, vlog off.